What's up YouTube, this is your boy Rashawn Ballman White, RB Dubs, and I am back with another video.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
In today's video, I will be discussing a book that I've been reading for class, and this is for a class that I've been taking this term at school called Race and U.S. Politics. We just had our last session today, and I can say that this session was a very powerful and very interesting session. The book that we have been discussing is, it's called How We Get Free, and it's about Black feminism and the Combahee River Collective. And it's a very interesting book. I'm still in the middle of reading it, and I'll definitely put the title and the author down in the description, because I don't want to try to pronounce the author's name because I'm afraid I'll mess it up. But I wanted to reflect on a particular quote from the book that was made by one of the people who was interviewed in the book, which is Elisa Garza, who is the founder of the Black Lives Matter movement. What she says is, "I hope your strategy isn't predicated on white people because they just cannot be depended on in that way. Not yet." Context of this quote was basically talking about before that they were talking about the events of Standing Rock, and how there was a small victory there. It wasn't a big one, but there was a small one. And I just wanted to dive into this quote a little bit more because I found it very interesting, and it's one that our professor pointed out in class. And what I got from this quote is what she's saying is white people they can't yet be depended on for exactly helping Black people pursue the goals that they're trying to achieve. And I feel like that's true, and that a big reason I feel like that's true is that in the end, white people aren't able to relate to Black people, and that they aren't able to relate to the struggles that Black people went through and are currently going through now. And I feel like that's the point she's trying to make. And in the end, because they aren't treated in that same manner, they won't be able to exactly relate in that way, so they can't exactly be depended on for achieving the same goals that Black people are trying to achieve. I thought that was particularly interesting, and going further, she's basically saying that that Black people need to depend on themselves in order to achieve the goals that they want to achieve. Later in that same interview, she goes on to say that Black people need to, be present on different boards and be present in the government and in official offices, and to have their voices heard in order to, but have their voices heard in decisions being made for the future, because decisions being made for the future directly affects them, and it's important that Black people have a voice in those decisions that are being made, because in the end, they're the ones who are going to greatly be affected, not white people. So that's what I got out of that quote, and I thought it was very, very interesting to hear. And the book overall is very interesting. Another thing that we talked about in class is how 70% of the Black Panther Party was made up of women. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that's something that I did not know. I've learned about the Black Panther Party in school and outside of school as well, but I've never known that how powerful of a role women played in the Black Panther Party. And typically when you think about the Black Panther Party, you think about men, and you think about men holding guns and dressed in very militant costumes, and when you think about what the Black Panther Party has done, you mostly think about men being at the forefront of those acts. But learning today about the Black Party being made up of 70% women, and that women were mostly the ones who were controlling the press and the news that the Black Panther Party was pulling out, I thought that was very interesting as well. And then we also dived into the topic of discussing Angela Davis and how she's a very intelligent woman, and we talked about some of the things that she went through, being convicted of murder and, you know, being convicted of the prison break of George Jackson and all that. And it was a very interesting, you know, discussion. Just wanted to get you guys' ideas or thoughts on that quote that I mentioned, that white people can't exactly be depended on yet, you know, for essentially helping in these type of movements, or, you know, serving a purpose and supporting these type of movements. I want to know what you guys think and what are your opinions on that. This is sort of a different video, and that it's not really talking about, you know, a specific event that's happening currently, but it is definitely related to issues that we are facing currently as Black people. And I want to hear what you guys think about it, and I want you guys to let me know what your opinions are on that. And, you know, definitely leave a comment down below what your opinions are. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new. I do videos every week, every Tuesday or sometimes Wednesdays, and I, you know, let people, you know, share their opinions. And I'd love to hear people's opinions, and if you want to hear your opinion shared and heard, this is the channel to be at. So definitely subscribe and like the video, because that helps the channel out a lot and helps me to spread, you know, knowledge and messages to other people so that they can learn and pass those messages on to other people as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is your boy Rashawn Bob and White, RB Dubs, and I'm out of here.